So as promised, I wanted to give you all the details about my process. And in the fall, it's about reflection and integration. So in the fall, the leaves are shedding their leaves. They're letting go of these things that are no longer serving them. But first, before they do that, and what gives the beautiful, vibrant color to the leaves is actually the extraction of the chlorophyll. The trees are extracting the nutrients and then storing them so that they can be ready to burst forward when the spring comes. I'm doing kind of the same thing. I'm not just reflecting on what has happened and what I all have done, but I'm also trying to integrate and extract those nutrients and so that I can learn from it and be fed and nourished moving forward. Now what that looks like is a journaling process. The very first thing I do is I write down all of the months of the year, and then I go through them and I write down all of the memorable moments. And then I kind of hop around, I go back and forth as I remember different things that have happened, and I'll add them to the list. Then I'll actually go through my social media and I will look at all of the different posts that I have. Since I have posted so regularly, I can fill in the gaps of all the things I didn't remember. And then I can also look at those posts and I can start to look at the insights and the patterns that I have been generating throughout that year, and I can kind of lay them out on a bigger picture so that I can really see like what has emerged for me throughout the past 9-10 months. Written all those things down, I'll just kind of look and sit in the awe of what happened. And I'll just kind of let that ruminate. I'll talk with myself in a Socratic dialogos type process where I'm having these conversations about what happened, how did it feel, what did I learn from that, what do I wish I did, how could I do it better. And I'm just trying to really harvest from each of those moments and look at it on the biggest possible scale. I will write down my challenges and highlight patterns and insights that those reflect from me, so I can really start to see what it is that I want to keep and what are the things that I let go of. The second part of that process is integration. The integration process for me is really about dialing in a routine of the things that have emerged that are the most important and what to put at the forefront. And this is really dialing it down to simplicity. So for me, nature, light, meditation are the three things that have emerged from me that I've just seen throughout the year, how important these things are, how beneficial these things are, how well I am able to be in the world when I'm doing these things, and how do I set up my life to put those things at the forefront of my practice and really prioritize those things by saying no to other things. Like, I can't go out tonight because I'm actually prioritizing my bedtime, my sleep and wake cycles. Right? It's really important for me to get my nature time. And every morning, as much as I can, I'm implementing a meditation practice. First thing, 5:30 every morning, I'm doing my meditation practice so that I can just really make sure that those things happen. So as I'm entering into the deep void of the winter, I feel resourced, nourished, and supported, and that those are the things that are going to allow me to have the time, energy, and motivation to really move forward on the things that I want to do. A lot about my fall. There's a lot of details and a lot of nuance in there. If you have any questions, drop them in the box below. Other than that, stay tuned for part 2, the winter void, and what that looks like, how I create that space, and ultimately move through it.